He's been on the show many times. He's one of our favorites. Please welcome back to the show, Alimony Tony.
Scott, what a pleasure to see you again. Thank you for having me. It's me, Alimony Tony.
It certainly is you, Alimony Tony. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much. And yes, I was overhearing your introduction because I had to know when to appear. So I can confirm that I am independently wealthy. Of course, my mother invented gaseous paper.
Oh,
and
that's right.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Alimony Tony.
Yeah, sorry. Let me introduce you guys. This is Gillian Jacobs. She's an actress and a director and an artist. And this is Alimony Tony, who's a independently wealthy divorced person.
My goodness, my goodness.
Oh, what? Wait, I've heard that catchphrase before. Oh, you're Gillian Jacobs, of course.
Now that I think about it, Gillian, the last few times that you've been on the show, you haven't been on it a little bit, but we performed your wedding.
Has it been a while?
It has.
It has been a while. It's
Tony, comma, alimony.
What a funny little joke.
What a coquettish little laugh that was.
But we actually, romance bloomed on some of your previous episodes. I believe we performed at least one wedding of yours.
No, I have not been married on the show. Oh, you're not speaking to me.
No, I'm speaking to you.
No. I've been married on the show.
I understand.
Yes.
Yeah. Who were you married to? You were married to...
It's really sad. I was married to a wonderful man named Gary Marshall.
Gary Marshall, creator of Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, director of Valentine's Day. Yes, that's right. He used to be on the show
star of Lost in America.
Well, I don't know about the star.
Beloved American cultural icon, Gary Marshall.
Indeed.
Yes,
that's right. You got married to him on this show.
I did. I really loved him a lot. And a lot of terrible things happened along the way. I think I was sent to another dimension. Maybe he was sent to another dimension.
Another dimension.
I think portals in space and time opened up. People tried to come between us, but we had a love that was more than a love. I and my Gary Marshall.
That's a wonderful story.
He is. Yes,
I'm a real romantic. Scott, I want to say stuff. I'm a real romantic as well, and to hear that story. Although I am divorced several times over, I am a romantic at heart, and to hear such a romantic story, certainly that's right up my alley. Let me tell you.
May I ask? Can I go back, Tony, if I may?
Please call me Alimony Tony.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Alimony Tony. What was the type of paper your mother invented?
A gaseous paper.
What is gaseous?
You've heard of liquid paper, right?
Yes, liquid paper invented by Mike Nesmith's mother. And gaseous paper is the same as liquid paper, only it's a gas.
Ooh, exciting. So you could write on a fart, perhaps?
No, you have to write on gaseous paper.
Oh.
Wait, I thought liquid paper was applied to regular paper in order to correct mistakes. Gaseous paper, you need to write on the gaseous paper itself?
You need to write on the gaseous paper.
How does it work, actually? We've never talked about it. So if you make a mistake...
It's so dry and dull. I don't think anyone wants to hear about the inner workings of gaseous paper.
This is... And what's its primary use? I mean, has it been successful, this invention?
It's been very successful. It enabled my family to become trillionaires.
Trillionaires, you say?
Trillionaire with a T. That's right.
Wow. And current net worth, just for a ballpark estimate.
Oh, it's not. It's. I know that sounds like a staggering number, but it's only $2 trillion.
Only 2.
Yeah.
And that's your personal or the company?
That's my personal. That's your personal. That's the family's money. Yes.
And does the family still own a majority of the company?
Oh, yes, we do. We own 100%.
Oh, you own 100%?
Yes.
Publicly traded?
Yes. All the profits go to us. We are very wealthy family, and really, it's just down to. I mean, I don't have any kids.
Okay.
All of my relatives, what few there were, have passed on.
Siblings?
No siblings. I grew up an only child, but I'm a generous person.
So did I.
Did you
so
really?
Did I. Mm.
It's fun, isn't it? Because
it's one of many things I feel we have in common.
We do. Okay, well, that's one thing. I wasn't aware of the other things.
Yeah, what are the other things, Gilly?
We're on this call together.
That's true.
I mean, when you're right, you're right.
All right, go on.
Alimony Tony, why is your company publicly traded if you own 100% of it?
Well, because I'm a member of the public, and
okay. I just wanted to clarify that. So Alimony Tony, you are a member of the 4 Comma Club.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. There's precious few of us, but again, it's not as much. My total net worth is not as much as it sounds. You hear the word trillion, and you think, oh my God, that's so much money. It's impossible to imagine. There's only $2 trillion.
And that's mainly because there used to be more, but you've given a lot of it away. Isn't that right?
Well, I'm always making money, but I'm also always giving money away because, as I've told you before, Scott, I've been married and divorced many times, and the thing is, I love paying alimony. I always marry for love. I always think it's going to last. So far, it hasn't. But there's something about paying the alimony that I just adore. It's my favorite thing to do.
And can I ask you your feelings on pre- and post-nuptial agreements?
I've never
never signed a post-nup.
Never signed a prenup. Never signed a post-nup, unless my canon contradicts that. But I do believe in going in with faith, hope, and love, and then coming out of it with just a stone-cold financial arrangement.
It just a lot less money.
Well, I mean, a lot less money for some people. Obviously, for me, it's a drop in the bucket. But yes, it is. It is. The alimony payments are substantial, and not just as a whole, but individually.
And is there a way to stop those?
There is, unfortunately.
I suppose if your ex-wife got married again, remarried,
yes, which has happened on occasion, I have said, look, I'm so glad you're happy. You moved on. You found someone else. Please let me continue paying your alimony, please.
And they've always been nice about it and said, no, I'm sorry. I will not allow you.
No, they've all said yes. There was only one gal that wouldn't divorce.
Are you crying?
That I never got to pay alimony to. I'm sorry, I get emotional when I think about it. I never got to pay alimony to her because she died before we could be divorced. And of course, for me, that's the one that got away.
I'm so sorry.
But they don't call you widower, Tony.
No, I was just widower the one time. The rest of the time, divorced. One time.
What's the fastest you've ever gotten married, like from date of meeting the person to nuptials?
Oh, same day. Same day.
Same day.
So that's in which
matter of hours.
Scott, what's your
net worth?
Yeah, no. I was going to say,
not interested.
Easily Googleable.
Is there a T in there?
In net worth? Yes. There's 2.
No. I meant trillionaire.
I do apologize.
You're so clever, though. That's what I like so much about you. How clever you are.
You're clever as well. That's another thing we have in common.
You wish her the best, right, Alimony Tony?
Of course I do. I wish
Gillian's
her the best.
been a widow for a few years. I believe you were married to Alan Thicke as well, and so a two-time widow, I believe. So
I know what it's like. Yes, it's
so you wish her the best, right?
I wish you the best. I wish you the best. I hope
the best way to wish someone.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, could you just send me a little check?
What do you mean?
Well, I have a proposition for you.
All right.
We don't get a lot of propositions on this show.
I can't wait to vote on this prop.
This is prop my heart. Care to get married or skip the marriage and you could start sending me checks?
Oh, that's very goodness. Oh, I love how forward that is. I wish I were attracted to you, but I just yes. I mean,
it's just one of those things, huh?
Gillian, here's the thing. There's something you are checking a lot of boxes for me. Let me tell you something. And usually by this time, I'd be asking you to get married, and we'd be talking about what if we ever got divorced, how much money you would want in alimony, and then I would write a number on a piece of paper, and I would slide it over to you, and I would say, I'm gonna make this offer of alimony, but. Yes, I don't know. I just I'm getting more of a friend vibe. I don't know.
What is it? Is her personality? Is it her looks?
No, great personality. I think she's a doll. I don't know. It's just that indefinable thing. It's not clicking for me.
She is very friendly.
A way that it very often does.
She's very friendly, and one can get a friend vibe from.
Well, every woman I've married has been my best friend.
Well.
I'll counterpoint you. Every woman you've married, you thought you were in love with, and it's always ended in divorce.
Well, now I was in love with them. It just didn't work out.
Yes. So why don't you try marrying someone you're not in love with, and maybe it'll last longer?
This is an interesting theory.
You could also take a picture. It would last longer.
That's true. I am having trouble wrapping my mind around the idea of if I was in love with someone and it didn't work out, if I married someone I wasn't in love with at all, would it last longer?
Here's what I anticipate the issue would be.
Go ahead, Scott.
You would marry someone not for love, and then if it didn't work out, you wouldn't be so inclined to pay the alimony. I would think it would.
What?
I would think there would be a bitter, contentious divorce.
First time I'd have a bitter, contentious divorce, which is an experience I've never had, but does sound exciting.
Well,
it is on my bucket list to have a contentious divorce.
I can provide you with that experience 100%.
Well, Alimony Tony, we want to get to your answer, but I'm wondering, should we hold on to it for a little while? I mean, it's so.
Let's because I need some more time with him.
Maybe love will blossom over the next bit of the show. Maybe
Perhaps
you'll.
It will. Well,
hold your tongue, sir.
It's curious because it seemed like the idea we were heading towards was me not being in love and marrying to see if that changes anything.
Sure.
But now you're saying, Scott, perhaps let's hold on and see if
let's hold on to the end. But we do have to get to our next guest. He is I mentioned it before. He's an entrepreneur, and it's a rare tweet and a rare treat when we have an entrepreneur on the show. He is. He has a company that bears his name on it. Please welcome for the first time on the show, Orville Redenbacher.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, Scott. Yeah. Oh, it's money around here. I smell it. Alimony Tony. Gillian Jacobs. Yeah. Scott Ackerman. It's money around here.
What a charming laugh. I love that laugh.
So charming.
Yeah.
Orville Redenbacher, it's such a treat to have you on the show. I mean, you are, of course, the owner and proprietor of Orville Redenbacher Popcorn.
Absolutely, Scott. And I tell you, boy, since this pandemic been happening, Scott, we've been going through the roof. Yeah.
Meaning sales, or you've been going through your own roof trying to clear out your attic? Or, I mean, a lot of downtime during the pandemic.
Both things, Scott. You see, my house is full of asbestos. That's one thing. So we have to clear out the attic. But also, popcorn sales are through the roof. I'm swimming in it, boy. Yeah.
Congratulations. I mean, I guess there's nothing else to do other than just, lie around watching Netflix. And
everybody's sitting at home, Scott, watching Netflix, watching Hulu, watching Vivo, the music video.
Tubi.
Watching Tubi. Watching
checking out
YouTube,
Quibbies.
Watching YouTube TV.
Sure.
Everything, Scott.
You're really into streaming platforms, aren't you?
Everybody at home watching Peacock. Everybody at home watching CBS All Access.
Of course.
And you know what they love when they watch CBS All Access, Scott?
Oh, I know. Star Trek. Disco? Very.
Star Trek and popcorn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Orville, or should I call you Mr. Redenbacher?
You can call me Orville, Scott.
Oville.
Mr. Redenbacher.
Your pictures on all of the jars of your popcorn and the bags of your popcorn, you are, I mean, I'm not telling a secret when I say you're an elderly octogenarian from the South. Is that
Scott,
right?
Scott, don't tell them that. They may not know. Don't tell them that.
But you are. How old are you?
Right now? I'm 113 years old, Scott.
Oh, and how old did you used to be?
How old I used to be? I used to be 112, 111,
sure.
110, 109.
Sure, all the way down.
107.
Did you ever skip a year?
Never skipped a year, Scott. I hit every year. Oh,
congratulations.
I hit every year in the book, Scott.
Yeah.
Well, I went
in the book.
A lot of people wish that we could have skipped this year, but I mean, this year has been, the rich get richer during the pandemic. I mean, you are a wealthy popcorn magnate.
Absolutely. I'm a wealthy popcorn magnate. And we're making money during the pandemic, Scott, because everybody's sitting at home watching cable, Spectrum. They all at home watching Cox.
DirecTV.
They all at home watching DirecTV. They all at home watching Verizon fiber optics. AT&T fiber optics. Oh, Scott, and they all eating popcorn.
You know, I was just thinking, Orville Redenbacher, you are an elderly rich man who may perish soon. I just wanted to point that out. It was an interesting fact that just popped in my head.
Sort of like popcorn. To talk about somebody's mortality.
Oh, sorry, it just wanted to bring it up.
What would Orville's wife think if he
are you married, Orville?
That? My wife died 71 years ago.
71.
My word.
Never remarried. And why is that?
May I ask your opinion as a wealthy businessman? How would you go about seducing a wealthy businessman?
Yeah, if one were to seduce you, Orville, I know you haven't been married in 70 some odd years, and maybe that's for a reason. Maybe no one has seduced you properly. What would you want to have happen from a partner?
That's a great question.
What would you want to have happen from a partner?
Yeah,
that's a great question. All right, let me think about it. Okay,
new wrinkle to this voice.
That seems like a loophole. This is a great question.
That's a great question. I feel like I want a woman to come up to me and say, "Ain't you that popcorn man from the popcorn bottles?" And I say, "Yeah." Popcorn bottles. And she just grab my nuts, start swinging me around.
Start swinging you around.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest man.
Oh,
you're very slender.
I'm not getting a sense of how tall you are, though, on this Zoom. What are you, 3 feet tall or something? Or
I'm 3'6".
3'6".
64 pounds.
If you're an inch.
You don't get a sense of that on your bottles. You know, it's just a headshot.
I didn't realize the bottles were life size.
I don't want nobody to see my body.
You're ashamed of it. But you want someone who's into your height, who's going to pick you up by the testicles and swing you around.
That's right, Scott.
And is that what your dear departed wife did when she met you?
Every morning.
Every morning?
Every morning before she had a coffee and a popcorn cereal.
She had popcorn cereal.
Popcorn is very cereal-like if you think about it.
It truly is.
I can understand how it would look. It would look normal if you poured milk on it.
So I can imagine that there hasn't been another woman to do that because it's an odd thing to do upon your first meeting of someone. But were that to occur, what would you do? Would you just marry that person right away?
Occur is spelled O-C-K-E-R.
That's right. Thank you.
If that was to happen again, if somebody randomly walked up to me and said, "Hey, ain't you the popcorn man?" And they
That's an important part of it, by the way, saying, "Ain't you the popcorn man?"
You got to say that.
Ain't you the man for the popcorn bottle?
Ain't you the man for the popcorn bottle? And then she grabs my nuts and swings me around. She can have my whole fortune.
Wow.
All 5 commas.
All 5 commas. Wow.
Now, how will that happen in this time of distancing? How are you supposed to meet someone who's going to grab your nuts and swing around?
You got to go to Florida, somewhere where they're not taking it seriously.
Right. Makes sense.
So
Georgia.
And if a woman were not to do that, no sale?
No sale. No dice. No card.
Well, an interesting conundrum here for our main guest, Gillian Jacobs of
what are the rankings of what are the guest rankings? Okay, so Gillian's the main guest.
Yes.
And where do I fall? By the vice guest?
You're vice president, yes, of course. Okay. And we have treasurer guest over here is Orville Redenbacher.
Oh, that's me? I thought I was guestitary of education.
Gillian likes it. Can I talk to Gillian for a second without you guys listening?
Sure. When you come back, I think it's important that we designate a designated survivor in case something happens to one of us.
Gillian.
What?
You got 2 guys on the hook here.
I know, but how am I supposed to grab his body part and swing him around? We're on Zoom.
I mean,
he said that's the only way to his heart. I don't know what I can do here.
Yeah, you're a little.
I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to.
What are you doing here? I'm more mad at you now.
Listen, I want to help. I want to help. Do you remember the early days of Facebook? You could poke people. Maybe there's a virtual grab and swing you can do. If just look at the Zoom.
Maybe in the chat or something like that.
Okay, in the chat.
Maybe you could describe you doing it, and that's virtually you doing it.
I'm going to go back over there with Orville.
Thank you, Alimony Tony. She's still mad at you, by the way.
I know.
I'm sorry to butt in over here.
Whoa, Orville, you're listening too?
But I just wanted to know if would any of y'all like a couple kernels of popcorn?
Yes, please.
Can you leave him in the chat for us?
Absolutely.
And that's just exactly like the real thing, right? If someone were to do something in a chat, it's exactly like doing it in real life.
You can print it out, ball it up, and eat it.
Okay.
Don't forget salt.
Okay,
thank you.
Scott, all I see is invite, mute me, and raise hand. Maybe I should just hit all 3 at once?
All 3 at once might do it, yeah.
Okay.
You want to do it? Okay, here we go. Ready? And here we go.
Oh, my nuts!
You forgot the first half, Gilly. Make sure you say it.
You're the man for the popcorn. Okay,
let him go. Yeah, hit him all. Yeah.
Spacebar.
Oh, that's the end of that lamp.